here's your forecast from the First Alert Weather Team.
Just taking over to 541 on this Memorial Day Monday. Let's talk what's in the cards because there's a lot of uncertainty amid the things that are a little easier to pinpoint. So let's talk about what we have the most confidence in. Unsettled weather as we head through much of the week ahead. Scattered showers, a few embedded storms, cooler 70s eventually converting to 80s a little later on this week. So temps going to become toasty once more. The hardest part about this pattern, and we saw a similar pattern a number of weeks ago, finding the exact track of where heavy downpours and accumulations are going to wind up and being able to hone that in hour by hour with those highest rain chances. It's all part of that uncertainty. So you're going to notice out of necessity, those rain chances during the day have to be elevated. But if you tap into your WECT First Alert weather app, you may notice some locally lower rain chances. And so I do think we can afford ourselves a lot of dry time in between some of these clusters. But look at where we're at temperature-wise. Middle and upper 70s. In fact, some lower 70s going to be possible inland where we've got the thicker clouds, and some middle and upper 80s. By the end of the week, those overnight lows going to hover in the middle and upper 60s. And especially times when we've got clouds and showers, those temps not going to be able to fall very much. But times when skies are much clearer, a little bit of a different story. In fact, you can see kind of a mixed bag. It's making for some nice textures here in the sky this morning. Our Easy Pro Express First Alert sky cams on your screen, at least 6 of them that are, in my opinion, some of the nicer viewed ones this morning, just based on the sunrise and everything that we have. Breezes out of the north and mainly east, but variable in other spots. You notice those temps all over the place in the middle and upper 60s. So it's going to be very slow temperature climb as you get a little later on in the day. A couple thunderstorms up in the vicinity of Duplin County. Again, most of the moisture moving away this morning. So you're going to notice some puddles on the ground for sure as you step out the door. A couple more of those going to be possible as we head toward late morning. In fact, let's track that now hour by hour cloud and future radar going forward for us here. Again, a number of clouds and at times a number of showers. Of the lighter variety, I think, here as we head through the rest of the evening, I think that'll start to flip a little bit as we head toward tomorrow. Still plenty of clouds to deal with. And again, overall, some of the heaviest rain's going to be off to the west and not a complete soaker of a Tuesday, mind you. But here we go. We get toward Tuesday evening, some signs that we could, especially south of 74, 76, wind up with some showers with some staying power. So could be some poor drainage flooding concerns. I'd encourage you today to keep an eye on those storm drains. If you're heading out and about, maybe doing some work around the house, whatever it is you're doing, just check, make sure those storm drains are on the clear ends. That way the water's got somewhere to ultimately drain off. So here are those mid 70s for highs this afternoon. A few breaks in the clouds and again showers on the spotty side. For the day overall, we'll go about 40% for that coverage, but hour by hour, I think those rain chances may be a little lower depending on your location. 60s for us tonight, a couple rogue grumbles possible. And those downpours mainly later in the day, but overall the confidence that we'll see at least scattered showers is high, up around 60%. Easterly based breezes there. The planning forecast will go out 7 days here first, which will take us through the rest of May and yes, the first day of June. And look at how those rain chances drop off and not going away completely. They really can't this time of year because the sea breeze comes in and that kicks up a couple of showers and storms with the instability there. But middle and upper 80s during the day, upper 60s, lower 70s at night. So may not have gotten it right with the unofficial start of the summer season, Bill, with Memorial Day weekend. But, you know, start of June, not too bad.
There you go. It's going to look nice. You know what I noticed? Not in the sky, but on the trees, crepe myrtle starting to pop. All that color.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Hopefully that extra water is going to help too. And again, those that are coming down here for the season, we've pretty much been in a drought since you left. So we're making up on some of that rainfall right now. We do need, of course, to keep up with the rain and make sure we're on track and don't slip back into that bad drought.
There you go. Thank you, sir, very much. Hey,